Have you heard the serpent slithering down temple stairs? This is Chichen Itza, monuments aligned with the stars, engineering that built an empire, legends that endure, unravel it all, pyramids hiding cosmic secrets, clues to ceremonies lost in time. Welcome to the jungle-shrouded grandeur of the ancient Maya. Join us as we venture into the mystical world of Chichen Itza. Chichen Itza was founded around the 6th century AD as a modest ceremonial center near the Sacred Cenote sinkhole. Its convenient freshwater source likely attracted early settlement. The city's name refers to this vital well and the former Itza inhabitants of the Yucatan region. Over the next centuries, connections with the influential capital Mayapan helped grow Chichen Itza through trade and cultural blending. Between the 10th and 12th centuries AD, major monuments like the iconic El Castillo pyramid arose, transforming the city into an economic and cultural hub. Around 987 AD, invading Toltecs from the fallen city of Tula conquered Chichen Itza under mythical leader Topiltzin Quetzalcoatl. This new northern regime introduced Nahua architectural and artistic influences that merged with Maya traditions already present. The blending of styles produced Chichen Itza's distinctive monuments. After its golden era in the 10th to 12th centuries, Chichen Itza declined alongside the weakening power of Mayapan across the Yucatan. Political tensions, drought, and unrest led to the city's abandonment by the mid-15th century, leaving its temples reclaimed by jungle. When Spanish explorers arrived in 1526, Chichen Itza's grandeur persevered despite neglect. Its sophistication and scale reflected the apex of Maya civilization. Though abandoned centuries before, its cultural legacy endured. El Castillo Temple of Kukulkan, the iconic El Castillo pyramid, dominates the landscape, rising 30 meters over the jungle canopy. Also called the Temple of Kukulkan, this central monument formed both the spiritual and geographic heart of Chichen Itza. The pyramid's 4 stairways have 91 steps each, totaling 364. Adding the temple platform on top equates to 365, the days in the solar year. This stellar alignment based on the Maya calendar extends to other features as well. The 9 terraces of the pyramid correspond to the 18 months of the Mayan solar calendar, while each terrace contains 52 relief panels referencing the 52-year calendar round cycle. Clearly, the entire edifice was designed as a stone embodiment of Mayan timekeeping and cosmology. On the fall and spring equinoxes, an undulating shadow forms along the north balustrade resembling a massive snake writhing down the staircase. This light and shadow display evokes Kukulkan, the sacred feathered serpent deity. As the sun moved, priests witnessed Kukulkan descending from the heavens to earth. This equinox phenomenon remains viewable today along with an acoustic chirp effect when one claps in front of the temple. The ball court flanked by temples, Chichen Itza's enormous ball court measures 146 by 36 meters, making it the largest in ancient Mesoamerica. Sloped stone walls surrounded the playing alley with carved rings mounted high above the interior walls. Players had to pass a solid rubber ball through these hoops, using only their hips, knees, and elbows to score points. More than just recreation, the ritual games held religious meaning regarding life, death, and honoring the gods through ceremonial competition. Losing players or the team captain were sometimes sacrificed after major games, as depicted in carvings of decapitated players adorning the court walls. These gruesome images indicate the significance of the ball game for ritual acts. The huge sunken court could accommodate hundreds of spectators on the sideline benches. Echoes from raucous crowds cheering on matches seem to linger still within the vast playing field marked by ancient gameplay extending into the mythic past. The aptly named El Caracol, or the snail in Spanish, contains a spiral staircase winding up to a circular observatory perched on the stone platform. Small openings aligned with key astronomical events, like solstices, equinoxes, lunar cycles, and Venus risings, allowed precise tracking of the cosmos. Reconstructed Maya calendars can contain over 200 celestial events requiring accurate observations. By mimicking the rotational path of the stars, the Caracol provided Maya astronomers sweeping views of the night sky for their all-important astrological readings used in agriculture, divination, and prophecy. The Nunnery complex south of El Castillo lies the residential Nunnery complex, named by early archaeologists, though it likely housed noble families rather than nuns. The upscale residences and temples feature elaborate stonework and facades covered in ornate geometric mosaics made from individually cut stones set into patterns. Intimate courtyards, gardens, and patios provided outdoor living space separate from the huge public plazas. The buildings exude an aura of luxury, with grace and artistry present even away from Chichen Itza's grand temples. The complex provides insights into the refined lifestyle enjoyed by its wealthy inhabitants over 1,000 years ago. Flanked by serpent columns, this temple near the ball court derives its name from the extensive stone carvings of armed warriors lining the roof and pillars, stacked in rows ascending the building. Among the columns were carved Chakmul statues associated with warfare and sacrifice. The Temple of the Warriors exemplifies how every structure carried religious meaning with lavish iconography and artwork. The group of 1,000 columns. Adjacent to the temple sprawls this enormous colonnaded hall, though only several hundred columns remain standing today. The forest of pillars and interior chambers likely formed a grand marketplace where traders and craftsmen bought and sold wares beneath its soaring stone canopy. Each column brims with unique carved designs and faces from Maya history. The long rows create intriguing visual rhythms across the expansive interior space. Even away from the great temples, Chichen Itza's creators ensured artistry and wonder filled every corner. The Sacred Cenote. This massive 60-meter-wide sinkhole provided Chichen Itza's lifeblood, holding fresh water in an arid climate. But it also carried deep religious significance as a portal to Xibalba, the underworld in Maya belief. Making offerings here brought devotees closer to the gods who dwelled below. Rafts laden with jade, gold, and human sacrifices sank beneath the dark waters to appease Chak, the rain deity. Archaeologists dredged numerous ritual objects from its depths, along with human remains. A stone causeway connects the cenote to El Castillo, showing its place along important ceremonial routes. Chichen Itza was a major Maya city that flourished for over 600 years until the 15th century. In 1988, Chichen Itza was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site for its cultural significance. It was also voted one of the new 7 Wonders of the World in 2007. Today, over 2.5 million tourists visit annually, drawn by the same cosmic allure that once pulled Maya pilgrims. Ongoing preservation efforts aim to safeguard its integrity from damage. Although virtual tours expand access worldwide, nothing compares to standing before its monuments and envisioning the rituals, ceremonies, and daily life when Chichen Itza flourished. Above all, the temples and tombs reveal a people aligned with the cycles of the heavens and rhythms of the cosmos. Their intricate astronomical knowledge is reflected in the stonework. Chichen Itza remains an unparalleled legacy testifying to the artistic sophistication, engineering feats, and staggering achievements of Maya civilization over 1,000 years ago. Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to ArcheoTrek as the adventure continues here. Join us as we trek across the globe to reveal more archaeological mysteries.